Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, the Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Commodores' offense will go on the attack first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. With the catch, it's Henderson. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Vols line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Henderson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Bond. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on second down. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. The Vols come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Woodside. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Commodores moving quickly to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's open on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Offense at an empty set. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Snags it over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. Looking for a crease. It's by. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off the plate fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Commodores!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Northwestern. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Swings it out to his running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Hauls it in. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Finds a tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds some room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Throws to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The give to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Off the play fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Bond. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Woodside. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Looking to get it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
the AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pocket breaking down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Commodores will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. On the move.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his target down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. They go to the ground. Got room to work. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll go read option left on 1st down.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
It's complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Vols want to move quickly.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single cover.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Toledo is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up 14 over Akron. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
So here is the Tennessee offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
31. Vanderbilt, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. It's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. First down, Commodores.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to blast their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. He'll keep it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They're going to throw it on third and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they can go for it on fourth down, especially during these situations.
So now on comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They're going back to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Virginia. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Fires left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're testing the right side here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Pulls it in. It's Melton. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll stop him short on 3rd down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Bond. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's in open space downfield. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. They're working that left side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Volunteers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. They want that clock to run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The play action fake. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd. He's going for the goal line. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It's 3rd and goal, tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.